extra hunger going on.
A little skinny too.
I'm feeling gone.
Well, welcome back.
I'm Clyde.
I'm Zach.
It's Mainly Hikes.
Mainly Hikes, and I should see lighting's a little better, hopefully.
Hopefully.
Okay, well,
Today's topic.
Today we're talking about resupplying.
Resupplying.
One of the biggest ones, topic on the AT that everyone wants to know.
Getting your food.
Getting your food.
How do you do it?
How do you do it?
How do we do it?
And so, as always, what we did was very, I guess, unconventional compared to other people in terms of the food we ate, and I guess kind of how we did it. But
so, our personal preference, I'd say, would be Walmart. Which other people out there might have different opinions, but in my opinion, Walmart's got the greatest variety, and it also had what we wanted.
Right.
Stuff we chose, like Zach's mentioned, was a little different than most people got.
right.
So Walmart was basically the only place that carried it, and it was cheaper.
It's a lot cheaper.
Yeah.
A lot cheaper than going to an outfitter where, you know, they have food there. They have those meal packs.
Right.
Those Mountain has the big one.
So yeah, our first
good to go
resupply was what, Neil's Gap, right?
Yeah, Neil's Gap.
And if you plan on resupplying at Neil's Gap, plan on spending more money than you normally would.
Right.
More money than you spent on your original supply to get there.
Yeah.
So
For us, food was just ramen. Ramen was our dinner every day. That's a staple
Right.
meal. I think that's the staple meal for a lot of through hikers. But that was our staple meal, with pretty much ramen, 2 packs of ramen, and then for snacks it was just basically, you know, small little nuts and a candy bar, and that would get us through the day. And that's how we, you know, ate our food throughout the day. Other people like to do breakfast, lunch, dinner, you know, and take a nice long break, but that wasn't how we worked.
yeah. So depending on your hiking style, we had packs with hip belts, so we could eat on the go. We had snacks there. Like Zach said, we didn't have to take lunch breaks. So we packed for having a regular breakfast, a snack, lunch, which is on the go, and our dinner was the biggest meal of the day.
Right.
So, and that's how we planned. And also, we didn't really buy any pre-made, what do you want to call those? Freeze-dried meals?
Freeze-dried meals, yeah.
We really bought
yeah.
almost none. They're expensive.
Yeah. And you don't really need it that's luxury, really.
Yeah. And then the same thing, if you're buying them from the retailers on the trail, they're going to be even more expensive.
Right.
If there's not a Walmart around. Walmart, you can buy them. They sell Mountain House. But it still costs more than packs of ramen.
Right.
So.
And then getting back to the question of resupplying, it's not hard.
Right.
Like, you're gonna cross roads all the time. You're gonna cross towns, go through towns all the time, and there's gonna be a store. And there's gonna be either a general store, a Walmart, a convenience store, whatever, a gas station, what you have it. And we resupplied pretty much everywhere, right? It was we went to Walmart, we went to like Dollar General, we went to a gas station a few times, and it's just based on where you are, really.
Resupplied at Montana Dam.
Montana Dam, right?
Expensive.
Right, that was expensive, and
yeah.
So, but you shouldn't have a problem ever resupplying.
Right.
It's
all what I think. The biggest thing you're gonna run into problems with is if you're on a tight budget, where do you resupply?
Right.
Because that's the thing. You can resupply anywhere on the trail, but it all depends on how much you want to spend. How much is that candy bar worth to you? You know, is it worth the Walmart price, or is it worth $2 or something ridiculous? Same thing with a Pop-Tart. You can buy a whole pack of Pop-Tarts at Walmart and pay the same price for the single pack at a retailer on the trail. It's convenience, but it's still expensive, you know. When you can get a ride in town, it's probably more worth it to do that.
And I guess to get away, if you don't have the money to do that, you can also do the option of pre-making your meals before the trail.
Freeze-drying them all.
Freeze-drying them all
and then
yourself.
Care packages.
And then do a care package, which is basically you have someone at home mail you a package ahead of where you're going to be at a post office or, you know, a drop location, and you go pick up the food and eat it and resupply yourself that way without having to go to the store. Which I know some people do that. It's very useful, I think, but it's also, you know, you have to, depending on where you are, you got to match up with, you know, the person shipping your food, and hopefully you get there on time to receive it.
Yeah.
And I guess otherwise than that, I mean, resupplying is pretty basic, and you got to plan on how long you're going to be out hiking for, right?
Right.
So
The biggest thing about a resupply is you don't want to resupply too much, but at the same time, if you resupply too little, you're gonna be starving on the trail. So you don't want, obviously, you don't want to say, oh, I need, 2 jars of peanut butter and 2 jars of jelly, just in case. Then you get to the next town, you've been carrying that extra 20 pounds, and you're like, well, I still have the full jar of peanut butter.
And I think we made that mistake too, because we bought food.
Yeah, we got extra food,
and we wouldn't eat all of it. So it goes to show how much we
we did eat it all eventually.
We did eat it, so we carried over.
So we splurged.
But that was, but it was comfort knowing that we had food left to eat.
Yeah.
I think the only thing that we never really ran out of was, I think we always ate all the ramen for the most part.
Ramen we didn't get sick of.
Yeah,
some magically.
Ramen, yeah.
I'd say ramen's a staple food.
It was definitely a staple food for us.
It is the cheapest way to hike the Appalachian Trail, especially if you resupply at Walmart.
They give you the calories that you need.
It's definitely worth the money to go off trail to a Walmart.
Right. And I mean, it depends on your food preference too. I mean, if you don't want to eat the cheap food, then you don't have to. But if you want the easiest, I think, and the cheapest, and the lightest, not the lightest necessarily, but the easiest, definitely, ramen is a big one. And then what else? Oatmeal packets. A lot of people do oatmeal packets in the morning.
Pop-Tarts.
Pop-Tarts. We went away from oatmeal though.
Oatmeal's a pain, and it sucks when it's hot out.
Right.
And some people will do the cold brew, but I didn't want to do that either.
Yeah, so
it's a pain in the ass. So Pop-Tarts are easy.
Yeah, and we were all about speed, so we didn't want in the morning. We didn't want to have to take time to make our oatmeal. Spend 10 minutes eating breakfast. We pretty much ate our Pop-Tarts in the tent while we were packing.
We throw some Pop-Tarts in the mouth, and then
we were off to go.
Wash it down with some water.
Right.
Yeah. So, Pop-Tarts are good. Pop-Tarts are full of vitamins and minerals too, so I think they're great. You get your bang for your buck with Pop-Tarts.
Right.
If you can, tolerate eating them every day.
Yeah. If you're health conscious, maybe not, but that's up to you. If you want to spend your half an hour in the morning eating breakfast, then go for it.
Yeah.
Same with lunch. Do whatever you want. But this is just how we did it, and I think it was efficient for us.
Yeah.
Because
we got we got the most out of our sleep, and then we got the most time on the trail, kind of deal. It's like not a lot of time spent eating in the morning.
Yeah, it was very routine for us, and it was very simple. Yeah. Which may not work for you guys watching this video, but I think you have to plan on how you. Obviously, if you have dietary needs, you get what you need to do.
Yeah.
Medication-wise, whatever. If you need certain food allergies, right? But resupply is nothing scary about it. It's simple. It's easy. Going to town is super easy.
Don't worry about starving on the trail, because there's plenty of places to resupply, especially if you have some sort of map system. You'll be able, if you have gut hooks, for example, or even AWOL, you can see all the towns that are coming up. There's plenty of resupply. And then at the end, you're gonna be so built up, you don't have to worry about the larger gaps between towns.
Exactly.
So,
and I guess if you really want to be a penny pincher, you can do a hiker box. Which at the towns, you go into a store, there's a hiker box usually there, and they'll have a bunch of free snacks, free food, random stuff.
People who bought too much and they tossed their extra there.
Which actually, I think we went to a few hiker boxes.
Yeah, we find random stuff like granola bars and hot chocolate,
spices, mashed potatoes.
Just random stuff that people got too much of, and they're like, hey, or people dump it. Right. Or also, I guess it's kind of along the lines of resupply. Trail Magic can actually be a partial resupply for you.
Trail Magic,
which we actually did quite a few times. It's like, I take an extra honey bun,
right?
And that calories.
And that Trail Magic pretty much lasts you maybe the half a day too. So you already have, you eat at the Trail Magic depending on when you hit the Trail Magic, and you don't have to eat until dinner, or you don't have to eat till lunch again, depending on how you hike. So it's you can save your food. But I think really the main difference was cost, right?
Yeah.
Cost and how much food you're carrying and how much food you want to get, basically. For resupplying. But it's not hard. There's nothing to it. It's like going grocery shopping, but fitting it in a little pack. And I think that's pretty much all the tips we can give you really on that.
Crush your ramen before you pack it.
Yeah, crush your ramen, exactly. And, spice it up, put some bacon, put some onions in there.